Once you have determined whether your compound is ionic or molecular, you can move on to actually doing the naming. If it is ionic, you need to determine if the metal or the cation part of the formula is a transition metal or it has a fixed charge. We're going to start out with some examples of some metals that have fixed charges. And you actually determine that by the periodic table. Okay. Everything here and these few exceptions that are over here, those are all metals with fixed charges. All the other metals on the under the staircase here, everything else has variable charges. Okay, remember hydrogen is part of a nonmetal. Okay, so once you determine that it has a fixed charge and it is a single element anion, it's not a polyatomic anion. We'll do those later, but for now we're just going to do examples with cations that have fixed charges and anions that have a single element. All right, so NaCl. To name this compound, you simply name the cation, which is sodium, and then you name the anion, but instead of chlorine, we would change the ending to IDE. So it would be chloride. Okay, another example, BeS. Simply name the cation or metal, which in this case is beryllium, and then name the anion and put IDE on the end. Sulfide. Okay, now going from, if you're given a name and you're going to the formula, it's just a little bit more complicated. Let's try potassium oxide. Potassium oxide. It's a little bit more complicated because we have to come up with the subscripts and we have to use the charges of each of these elements in order to come up with the subscript. So potassium is K. So we write the symbol for potassium and then we write the symbol for oxygen. And then we write the charges. Potassium has a 1+ charge. Oxygen has a 2- charge. It doesn't matter if they're plus or minus. Right there, and then all you do is you crisscross these. You take this 2 and you put it as a subscript for the K, and then you take this 1 and you write it as a subscript for the oxygen. Okay, so then there you have your subscript. So this would be K2O. All right, let's do another example. Magnesium bromide. The symbol for magnesium is Mg. The symbol for bromide is Br. Sorry, bromide, bromine. Magnesium has a 2+ charge. Bromine has a 1- charge. So you just take those charges and you crisscross them. And then you've got magnesium Br2. In the next video, we'll do some examples with transition metals.